President Cyril Ramaphosa will lead the Nelson Mandela International Day 2022 commemoration in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. The president will be joined by Minister Senzo, Mchunu, Premier Oscar Mabuyane and the Executive Mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay Metropolitan Municipality Councillor Eugene Johnson, in line with the theme of dedicating 67 minutes to conducting good deeds. President Ramaphosa will embark on a Clear Rivers campaign in Gqeberha. Our reporter Lerato Fekisi has more on this. A very good morning to you, Lerato. Has President Cyril Ramaphosa arrived already?
He hasn't arrived yet, Desiree, but Minister of Water and Sanitation, Senzo Mchunu, has arrived a few minutes ago, and I think there's no better way to celebrate Mandela Day than to bring water to the Bay, which has been facing water trouble in the past month. Last time I crossed you, Desiree, about 3 weeks ago, the Minister of Water and Sanitation was here in the Metro to assess whether the Metro is going to face day zero or not. In his presentation, he outlined a 5-strategy plan in which entailed ways in which the Department of Water and Sanitation in the Metro are going to try and make sure we don't reach day zero. Now, part of that plan was to ensure that they extract boreholes around the Metro. Now, if I just allow my colleague Gqeberha just to show you, to my right, Desiree, is actually one of the boreholes. It's in Q section, which will be in the township here in Port Elizabeth. And this is one of many boreholes the Metro has extracted in partnership with the private sector to ensure that it gets sufficient boreholes to this area. I'm going to ask Gqeberha just to take a walk with me now, because I see the minister has arrived, Desiree, and just to hear from him exactly what his visit is going to entail. You see he has arrived here, and let's just quickly talk to him about his visit to the Metro. And Minister Mchunu, very good morning to you, sir. You're back in the Metro. I'm fine, thanks. How are you, sir?
Right,
you're back in the Metro again, the water issue again, coming this time with good news to bring Metro more water in terms of boreholes. Last time you and I had a conversation, you just speak about the importance of extracting water from boreholes, and it's good to see the minister and the municipality following through on that. How important will this borehole be, especially in the area we are, Wooma Township, which is faced with water issues?
Well, as you say, boreholes are one of the pillars of our interventions. There are a number of pillars. We counted them last time. This is one of the pillars. And we are here looking at the first borehole that we can make today. We have no intention whatsoever, I must make that clear, that even the completion of the borehole and the pumping of water means that people must relax. It's merely a security measure for water, which is necessary at this stage. But it will be implemented together with the more boreholes we drill and abstract water from, the more restrictions we will apply. And don't say it's a contradiction. We want more water to be available than we are consuming. And so we are delighted that we are here today to look at this borehole. We are going to look at 2 others. And as we make progress, I'm repeating, we are not going to be saying to the people of this city, so relax, there's more water because there are more boreholes and so on. This has nothing to do with them. It has something to do with security. All our security as people of Nelson Mandela in terms of water that will be available, but that will be restricted. That's what we are saying today.
Minister Mchunu, when we arrived here, the first thing that we heard from residents was to say, someone exclaimed that I hope this borehole is not going to be vandalized. How important is safety that's going to be so key in terms of making sure you sustain these boreholes for long term as well?
Unfortunately, it is so important that we have to fence them. It's not a question of talking to the public and say, please keep these boreholes safe. Because we know that won't be adequate. There will be some strange person in every community like this one. Some people who are sadists, who will, out of the blue, will do the most unexpected. And therefore, we are going to still emphasize that please secure, please protect, please make sure there are no vandals that wander to this place. Where they interfere with the safety of boreholes, because this is a real public interest. But over and above that, we are going to fence them such that it will be difficult to come in and do whatever. But we are going to insist that as we do so, people as ordinary citizens. Remember, these boreholes, some of them are donated. They are not done by the public sector, that is government. They are donated. We have Coca-Cola, we have who we are appreciating. There is a gift of the givers. There are other people, the business, local business here. We are really appreciating their contribution. But so you can't even start interfering with this thing because it is donated for the public good by the private sector, by the public, by the private corporate. And that is very important that we protect them. Very, very, very important.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister. Okay. Well, that was Minister Mchunu, who is here in Port Elizabeth to try and assess whether the metro is going to reach day zero or not. Right behind me, like I said, is a borehole, one of 3 boreholes in the metro that the metro has extracted in partnership with the private sector to ensure we don't reach day zero. But like I said, we are celebrating Nelson Mandela Day all around South African right now. Let's link Khumalo.